Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of linear equations, specifically how we can solve them when they require the use of the distributive property, and we'll do it in 5 minutes or less. So we've been looking at the distributive property for many years now, but it becomes a big focal point in Algebra 1. So let's define it real quick. The distributive property is when you multiply the sum of two addends by a number, and that gives you the same result as if you were to multiply each addend individually and then add those products together. So this is typically how we'll see it, like this. You'll see an example that says something that a plus bc equals ab plus ac. So when we say we distribute something out, that means we have something inside parentheses and something being multiplied to it on the outside. And we take this a and we multiply the a times the b, that's where this comes from. We multiply the a times the c, that's where this comes from. And then whatever this operation is stays. Could be subtraction, that works as well. So here's an example. So we might say 3 and then 2 plus 1 equals, right? So if a is my 3 and b is my 2 and c is my 1, then it would be 3 times my b of 2 plus 3 times my c of 1. And really we can just combine this, right? This is 2 plus 1 makes 3, so this is 3 times 3. So does 3 times 3 equal, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3. Yes, it does. 3 times 3, 9 equals 6 plus 3, 9. So that's how the distributive property works. Why do we need to remember it? Well, when we are solving some linear equations, we're going to need to remember this acronym here. Don't call me after midnight. Don't call me after midnight. These are the steps for solving complex linear equations. First, we are going to distribute. So that means we're going to use this distributive property. Then we are going to combine like terms. So we're going to combine just constants, we're going to combine x's or y's, and then we're going to move, because we want to move the variable that we're solving for. We want to move that to one side. We want it to be positive, if at all possible. And then we're going to clean up the rest of this stuff by either adding, subtracting, or by multiplying or dividing. So let's see what that looks like with an example. So we have this equation here, and first we need to distribute, and we actually need to distribute on both sides. So we're going to distribute this 3 out to the 4 minus y, right? So this is going to be 3 times 4 minus 3 times y, or just 3y. We need to do the same thing here. So it's going to be negative 2 times negative 3. And then minus, and then we've got our negative 2 times 2y. I'll kind of put the parentheses on the negative 2 there to separate the two different negatives. And then we've got a minus 15 just kind of sitting out there by itself. So we've distributed. Now we have a whole lot of like terms we need to combine. So that's going to be 12 minus 3y. So negative 2 minus 3. So those two combine make a positive 6. And then these two make a negative 4y, but then I add with that, that's actually going to be a positive 4y. And then minus 15. So here are the two that we need to combine, at least on this side. Right? So 6 minus 15, so that's going to end up being 4y minus 9. And I still have my 12 minus 3y. Okay, now we can move. Right, so I want to add, let's do this, let's add 3y to both sides, right? So that's going to give me a 7y minus 9 equals 12. Now, what I want to do here is I need to add to this 9 to get rid of it. Add both sides, and look what I get, 7y equals 21. So that means I just need to divide both sides by 7. Y equals 3.